on the ground, right in the strike zone, if you will, where that damage is. Elizabeth, if you could just walk us through exactly the extent of the damage. We have been taking live pictures right now, but we were told that 50 people were rescued from an area apartment complex, and they are all safe.
Which is such good news that right now it seems to be that everyone is safe. We certainly like hearing reports like that one. As you said, Travers, we are in the strike zone right now. I do want to mention, just piggybacking off of something that I just heard meteorologist Devin Lucy say. He said, yes, that rain is coming down really hard right now. And yes, it is here in Slidell. But the bigger picture, like you said, is the damage that we are seeing. So we are on Old Spanish Trail right now. And I just want to give you kind of a circle look here at what I'm seeing. You're taking a look right now at a building. Check out that roof. There isn't one on that building right now. This looks to be like it was blown off. Look at the sides of the streets right now. They are covered in debris, just tree limbs and tree leaves that are scattered along the sides of the street, all in the street right now. In fact, when we were getting over here, crews were even cutting down a tree just so we could make our way down this road. And then take a look at this building. My goodness, the damage to this building right here. It looks like the roof has been blown off. It is left in mangled pieces of debris. There are several cars in this parking lot right here that just look like they are smashed. You can see the sides of the doors right now. Obviously, traffic, cars are still trying to get by right here. They're moving very slowly along this road, Old Spanish Trail. There is a police presence out here. I see police, I see firefighters, and in fact, I'm even joined here by Slidell Police, and I just want to walk over to you guys. And Daniel Susano, if you can, just kind of give me a scope at what you guys are seeing right now on the ground.
So this is probably the most extensive damage I've seen since a major hurricane like Katrina come through here. This is it's bad. Just one area right here where you see the apartment complex that partially collapsed, the roof's off, this building across the street. The initial call we got was on Pontchartrain, where an actual officer was there when the tornado came down. Cars were flipping in the businesses, windows were getting smashed out. It's bad. Right now, we're concerned about water rising. We're trying to get to people that may need to be rescued, elderly that might be on oxygen, things like that. So we're still trying to assess the damage as best as we can and get to those people. We're trying to encourage everybody to stay off the roadway. This is not the time to sightsee, plain and simple. It's, I mean, as you can see, there's down power lines everywhere, trees down everywhere. This is not the time to get out on the road. It's not safe conditions.
And when you talk about those reports that you're seeing, obviously the first thing we think about is everyone, the people. Have you gotten any reports of injuries, or so far everyone appears to be okay?
So we had reports, wide reports of injuries, but by the grace of God, it seems to be all minor to moderate. I mean, you see this damage right now, this apartment complex. We rescued about 50 people out. No reports of major injuries or fatalities at this time. If it stays that way, it's truly a miracle, considering the extensive damage we're seeing right now. So we're just praying that it remains that way. And like I said, we're still assessing. We're still trying to get the people. We just got another call in this apartment complex where somebody was trapped, and our officers and fire department are going there right now to try to get them out.
Thank God everyone is okay right now. Any other spots? So we're on Old Spanish Trail right now. We've shown people the buildings and can just see that the roofs are blown off. Some of the buildings are mangled. Any other places that are major hot spots of damage?
Yeah, Pontchartrain and Kosmeyer right now. A lot of the neighborhoods, which you're not seeing right now, you're just on the major thoroughfare, we're getting reports of extensive residential damages with trees, roofs coming off, things like that. I haven't personally been in the neighborhoods yet to assess them, but I'm hearing that it's extensive damage in the neighborhoods as well.
The urgent message, obviously, if you do not have to drive, please do not right now.
That is correct. I mean, it is just not safe conditions right now, and the extra cars on the roadway are making our jobs harder. We're trying to clear everything off, assess damage, so please stay off the roadways if you can.
Thank you for everything that you're doing. We'll be checking in with you, obviously, to keep our viewers as safe and updated as possible, but thank you for this update.
Thank you.
That is the very latest here from Old Spanish Trail. Travers, just any questions that you have?
Look, Elizabeth, obviously this is fresh. It's happening right now. We've experienced it before.